Right. We're going to be reading the book Understanding Greek Myths, page 8 and 9. I want you to remember that, first of all, Mr. Schultz here. Hello, 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 hello. Guys, we're glad to see you. Use that comment box. We've got teachers who miss you, and they would love to hear from you. Some of you guys showing up, doing your work, just send them a comment. Tell them what you're thinking, how it's working. Keep in contact. We don't want you out there struggling by yourself. We don't want you really struggling unless you're becoming successful at overcoming those struggles. So keep that in mind. We're going to read in the book Understanding Greek Myths, and I want you to follow along with your finger on the screen to read with me. We are going to learn why the Greeks had made up stories to explain things. That's the whole purpose of this. I want you to get better at reading. Follow along with your finger or your eyes, but your finger can help so much more. And this is helping because you're doing that orthographic mapping. Just don't forget how important it is that your eyes are decoding those words. Here we go. And this is about Greek myths. We're working on Greek myths and legends. Here we are, Greek myths, creation and the gods. There were two main types of Greek myths, creation myths and morality myths. Creation myths describe how the world, landscape, plants, animals, and even people came to be. Morality myths explain how people should behave and what could happen to them if they do otherwise. Now I'm going to pause here. I've got another video I'm going to make that teaches how to use your thinking skills while you're reading. I'm just going to read on this one, but I want you to notice right here, morality myths tell you about this, so you should be able to use that bolded word, those text features. In the other video, I'll explain a lot more, but this one I'm going to stick to just the reading. So follow along. One of the most common themes in Greek myths was the hero's quest. The hero must go on a journey and face terrible dangers along the way. Mythical heroes include Heracles, Perseus, and Jason. Fate plays a big part in Greek myths. The characters go through a lot to try to change the outcome of their lives, but fail. The king of Thebes tried to avoid the prophecy that his son, Oedipus, would slay him. In the end, he failed, and Oedipus killed him. The myths taught the Greeks that fate could not be avoided. Lessons on how people should act were also told through the myths. Goodness and generosity would be rewarded, but unkindness and greed would be punished. The myth of Bacchus and Philemon told how they were kind to two gods disguised as ordinary people. No one else would help, so the two gods destroyed everyone in the town except the kind old people. And those people would be up here, would be Bacchus and Philemon. Now we've got some text features. This is the photo of one page 8, and this is page 9. So Athena on the left helped Heracles, see page 9, try to steal the sacred altar called the Delphic tripod from Apollo. So we've got Athena, we've got Artemis, we've got Apollo, and Heracles. They're trying to steal the Delphic tripod from Apollo and his sister Artemis on the right. So I want you to think captions are helping us in this book. I also did, since we have a school dress code, I thought he still needs his shoulders covered a little bit, but just making sure you know that dress code, these Greeks, they did some awkward things. We'll even get into more of that, but stick to the message here. So I'm going to keep going here. The next page says, love and beauty were also found in many myths, but love did not always have a happy ending, and beauty could be taken away by the gods as punishment. That was the case with Medusa, a beautiful maiden who did something wrong in a temple of Athena. The goddess punished Medusa by turning her hair into snakes and making her face so ugly that anyone who looked at her was immediately turned to stone. And that's how we get statues. See how that works? You get the Greeks doing all sorts of stuff, and that's how you get statues. But I also want to tell you in the other video that I'm going to make, I actually went to one of the temples, and I want to just give a little bit of a commercial break that if you'll watch the other one, you'll get to see some things I learned while I was there at one of the temples in Turkey. Not the animal. Alrighty. Heracles. Heracles, which you've probably heard Hercules. Same one. Heracles, the Greeks, called Hercules by the Romans, was the son of Zeus and Alcmene. He was the greatest hero of Greek myths because of his strength, courage, and cleverness. The goddess Hera, who was in love with Zeus, was very jealous of the child Heracles. She sent 2 snakes to kill him when he was a baby, but the plan failed. The boy was already strong enough to strangle them with his bare hands. Not bare hands, but bare hands, no gloves. Zeus wanted to protect his son. He made a deal with Hera that once Heracles was a man, he would perform 12 labors or tasks. After that, he would become a god. She agreed. She did not believe that anyone could survive the types of deeds Heracles would be sent to do, but Heracles was so powerful that he succeeded. The 12 labors, or challenges, of Heracles included destroying fierce beasts, such as the 9-headed Hydra, human-eating birds, and huge, dangerous boars and bulls. And you see that in this right here, this picture. You've got this caption right over here that tells you about it. I'm going to move here. Text feature, right, over here. In one labor, Heracles killed a bull. So we've got these text features going on, and there's one over here as well. Let's make sure I get to the right page here. Cannibalism in myths. It might seem unusual to us, but many myths include stories of people, mainly children, this is getting weird, these Greeks, who were sliced, cooked, and eaten. That's strange. However, the victims were sometimes coughed up whole. Oh, wonderful. Or rescued and put back together as good as new. Wow, that is so nice. Whew, that was so close. Almost got eaten and vomited. Weird. So, next, I want you to think while you're becoming a better reader. Remember to think about what you are reading. Remember to connect your reading to your own thoughts, to something you already know, or to something you wonder. So just keep on that. Use your reading skills, orthographically mapping, looking at each word. Listening skills, great. Reading skills, growing. Keep it going. Great job, and we'll see you later.